guys, welcome to Push Circuit 3. Are you ready to define your body? Because that's what we're going to do today. Now, in terms of equipment, just enough resistance so that you can fail by the 8th rep. I'm also going to make sure you've got a towel on hand, a bottle of water, a thigh toning band if you have one, and your guidebook to write down your weights. Now, let's get started. Take it across the body. Turn your hips until your belly button faces the opposite wall. This is how we warm up. Do another set. Reach the arms all the way across. Good. Get your body warmed up. Go ahead and bend your knees. Take your legs apart nice and wide. 4 more, please. 4. Good. And 3. You know what comes next, right?
Yeah.
Some squats. So bring it down, please. Yeah. Down and back. Push your hips all the way back. Bring your hands in front of you. Keep your shoulders up and sit back. Push that booty back.
Ooh, yeah.
Push it back. Good. Here we go. Bring it down for 3, please. 3, 2, 1, and stand up nice and tall. Good. Now, I've got weights today. Tony, however, is going to be using the bands, which is a great way to actually build resistance. And you're going to see she's got a couple of different styles of bands, different levels of resistance. We'll teach you how to change it up and get the full maximum workout. One more time. Get ready. Turn to give me a tricep extension. Elbows up high, bend both knees, extend back. Now look where my elbow is. Good. 4 more. Bend down, extend. Woo! 2 more. Ready to build muscle. Reach and pull. You do know that the more muscle you have in your body, the higher your metabolism, right? The faster you're burning calories. How good does that sound? When you're at rest, push it forward. I'm talking about even when you're sleeping, you burn more calories when you have more muscle in your body. You're going to notice that right away. Your metabolism has already started to change. 2 more. Hold it. Push your hips back. Lift that toe up. Back is flat. Circle it around. Circle.
Oh, this feels
Circle.
so good.
Doesn't that feel good to open up the chest, stretch the arm back? 2 more. Nice. Hold it down, please. Rotate center. Drop the shoulders. Here we go. 2. 2. Now tricep extension. Bend, extend, bend, extend. Good. Nice. Keep that elbow up high, shoulder down away from your ear. Reach down, please. Reach and pull. Reach, open it up. Good. Now stretch. Stretch. 2 more. Hold this one forward. Push your hips back. Lift your tailbone up. Circle it around. Big open circle. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it down. Bring it back to center. Now, I really want you to stretch out that back because we're going to do some back work today, chest work and legs. Large muscle groups, that's a good thing. Round it all the way up. So for your warm-up set, I'm going to use 10 pounds. A little bit heavier than maybe what you've used in the burn circuit month, but not so heavy that it's super challenging, moderately challenging. Feet shoulder width apart, bring your chest down, and draw the abs in nice and tight. Here we go. Pull up 2 counts. Up, 2. Now squeeze your shoulder blades together and feel your back muscles. I think people are usually pretty surprised how strong they are with this exercise. You're going to shock yourself today. Pull all the way up. I want you to do a little more than you think you can. Will you do that for me?
Yeah.
Do a little more than you think you can. 1 more. Good. Now weights out in front. Pull the abs in and we squat down. I let the weight slide forward slightly. That allows me to sit back and really protect the knees. So the knees stay right on top of the ankles. You got a shot of those boots?
Woo!
Get those boots, Vince.
They're rocking.
I love them. You know I'm going to regret these boots like 5 years from now, though, right? But they're cool right now. They're cool right now. Bring it all the way down. These boots are made for lifting. Okay, rack your weights. Let's move on to your first exercise.
Woo!
Your first exercise is the sumo squat. It's all lower body, and we're in the push month. I need you to push some heavy weights. I'm going to lift 30s on this first one. Bend your knees to pick them up. Tony's going to use the heavy resistance. Now, I've got to remind you, be very careful when you're lifting those heavy weights. Now you want to step out into a nice wide stable stance. Pull your shoulders against the wall behind you. Tailbone is underneath you. And it's just as though you're sliding down a wall. And as you come up, I want you to squeeze the inner thigh muscle. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good. And bring it down nice and slow. And squeeze on the way up. That's your second rep. And you know you need to be feeling it now. Right now. Is this heavy enough? How's that resistance, Tony? It's good. Keep going, guys. This is your fourth rep. Continue. Squeeze slowly on the way up, all the way up. How's that band? Good. This is enough resistance. Okay, because if it's not, you can pull the band up higher, but it looks like that's perfect. And Miss Donna, how heavy are you lifting today?
I have 20 pounds today.
20 pounds, so that's 40 total, and this is amazing. Because we're friends. I know you've already given me permission to say that she's going to be 60 this year. You have no excuse. Pick up heavy weights and we'll increase your metabolism just like Donna. That's your last one, people. Good job. Now, use your guidebook. Was that heavy enough? If it wasn't, make a note the next week you're going to go heavier. That's the design of this month. If you're going to do it the way I've intended it, you've got to fail or feel like you can barely do one more when we hit 7 or 8. One hand on the thigh. I'm going to use 30 pounds here. This is a row. I have one hand on my thigh. That's supporting my back. So are the abdominal muscles. So you pull the abs in really tight. Release the scapula. Shoulder blades away from your ear. Now we draw that shoulder blade all the way up. Squeeze. Good. And release it nice and slow. Good. Pull it up nice and slow. How is that, Tony? That's enough resistance? Okay. Good. Now, when you're working with the resistance bands, you can always choke up on the band a little bit. You make it shorter, and that's another way to increase the tension. When you increase the tension, it's like making your weight heavier. That's your fourth rep, and I need you to slow it down, back row. I got to come back here and see what's going on. Squeeze. Good. This is great. So, Skip, I'm going to use you for a second here.
Let's go, let's
I'm going to pull your shirt over so we can see this. So the scapula actually moves in toward the spine. See, the scapula releases, and then we squeeze, squeeze, squeeze all the way back in toward that spine, and then it pushes away.
One more?
That's great. One more. One more. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Come on. And stand up nice and tall. Switch to the other side. Let's go, guys. Come on. Let's go. So abs in tight. Back is flat. One hand on your thigh. And begin. Squeeze. Now, don't just lower the weight. Flex all the way down. Pull it all the way up. Squeeze your feel your shoulder blade touching your spine. And then release it slowly. Continue. Good. This is, oh, Janelle, Vince, you got to get over here and see this because my sister does such a good job on these. How heavy, first of all? 30. Great. Okay, here we go. So watch. Shoulder blade moving toward the spine. We squeeze and bring it down nice and slowly. See that muscle shaking? That's what should be happening to you. Are you lifting heavy enough? Here we go. Squeeze. Come on, pull all the way up. Squeeze. Okay, now you turned your shoulder a little bit too much, honey. Do one more. Don't turn that shoulder quite so much. Pull it up, pull it up. You're at 6. You're at 6, so if you can give me 2 more, that's your 7th one. If you can give me just 1 more, I'm pleased as punch. If you could do 2 or 3 more, then I would be upset because I want you lifting so heavy you can barely eke out 8. Write it down in your guidebook. How much weight did you use? Was it appropriate? Are you going to go heavier next week? Make some notations. That is your Bible. Okay, we're moving on to chest. So I'm going to go lighter here. I'm going to use 17.5 pounds. Okay, and now resistance-wise, what are you going to use, Tony?
I'm going green.
Okay, she's going to use the green band, which is a little bit lighter resistance. You can hear all of us are going a little bit lighter on this one. Let me show you how to get into this chest fly and really make sure that we're careful with the shoulders. So I'm going to put the weights down. Then I'm going to lay down between the weights. Then you're going to pick up the weights and slide all the way back. Now look it. I have the weights braced on top of my elbows, so I'm not holding them. My shoulders aren't doing any work. I'm going to push them up, and now, Vince, if you can get a shot from me up above. The traditional way most people do chest flies here, I'm going to have you hold what we call a functional grip. So the heads of the weights are together, and I'm going to slowly lower out. Elbows aren't going to touch the floor. They're moaning already. Music to my ears. Don't touch the weights together at the top. That's rest. We come out slowly, slowly, slowly. My grip is nice and loose. The weights are kind of floating in my hands. I've got total control, though. Elbows are slightly bent. The only joint that's moving right now is the shoulder joint. My elbow stays slightly bent. I want you to picture right now that you're hugging a big round tree. How are we doing, back row?
We're giving it some love.
They're making all kinds of noise. How are you doing? Keep pressing up. Good. Keep your eyes focused above, looking at your weights, having them move in unison, smoothly. Total control. Now change your mindset. Start telling yourself you are strong and this is easy. Come on, let's go. You're strong and you're gonna finish this last one. Okay, Skip did a beautiful thing. His form started to get loose. He started to feel like he's failing, so he finished there. I'm gonna bring the elbows in. Look how I'm bringing these weights down. I'm gonna lower them down like hammers. That way I don't put any strain on the shoulders. Then we roll it up. Bring it up to your feet, guys. Put the weights away. Make a note in your guidebook. How heavy did you go? Was it appropriate?
Yeah.
Were you able to do at least 6? Can you go heavier next time? Okay, I love this exercise. It's called a bowler's lunge. And you can go heavy, because it's your lower body. I'm going to use 30 pounds, guys. Pick them up by bending your knees. All right, now you can use moderate resistance if you need to, but you still have to fail by the time we hit 8. Start with your right leg forward, slide the left leg back. Now, when that left leg's back, before we start, guys, with both knees bent, I want you to be able to lift up that back foot, and your weight is still all forward, okay? Because your right leg has got all the weight in the forward heel. Now, stick your butt out, push it all the way out the right door. Here we go, bring it down slow. Now, push through that right hip. Yeah! Bring it down. Inhale, inhale. Now push out and breathe out. Good. All the weight is on the heel. Push your hip through the door on the right side of the room. Push it through that wall. Let's go. Bring it down, people. All the weight's on that forward leg. Right, Donna? That's right. Good. Now look at this. Look at this. She's using 20 pounds in each side. Don't be afraid of large weights. This is why her metabolism is revving, and everyone else her age has got a big old booty. And this booty, look how cute this booty is at 60. That's because she's lifting heavy weights. Let's go. Come on, Janelle. What number are you on? Okay, this is 8. This is 8. This is how we get there. Push, 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 push. Woo! Nice job, girlfriend. All right, now put them down just for a second because they're heavy. Take a couple of deep breaths. Then we get extreme. We get extreme by doing 3 concentrated reps as slow as you can go. Right leg, let's go, people.
Let's do it, Shalene.
Come on.
Come on.
Take that leg back. Abs in nice and tight. Your mind goes nowhere except the outer hip. Bring it down slow. Slow, slow, slow. Push up slow. Abs in tight. Come on, push, push, push. You got it. Bring it down slow. Inhale. Slower. Can you go slower?
Oh, wow.
Because it works. This is how we get extreme in the push month. This is your 3rd rep, and I know you can do it. It's all outer hip. Woo! Yeah. Put them down for a second. Catch your breath. That was fantastic. Okay. Other side?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Hit it. No need to rest. Pick them up. Let's go. Okay, so first is first. Take that one leg back. Push your hip out to one side. Pick up your foot. Can you keep all your weight forward? All right, push the hip out the back door. Come down slow. Now breathe out. Push that hip out the door. How low can you go? Now look off to your left side and look at your hip. It'll help you target that muscle group. Bring it down nice and slow. Is this enough resistance?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah, is it, Tony?
Yeah.
Okay. It's great. Right here, all in the booty, pushing out the door. This is where we target, outer hip. This is what I call a bootylicious bowler. Come on, push. Right there, girlfriend. Let's see it, Skip. Okay, we're getting close. This is 6. Keep your chest up a little bit. There you go. That was much better. Okay. Now push your hip toward me. Push your hip toward me.
Let's go for it.
That's it. Come on. Come on.
Go,
Come
go,
on.
go, go.
You're almost there, but I think you got one more. I know you do. I know you do. Come on. Come on, baby. Push, 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 push. Yes! Now catch your breath. Put those heavy weights down. That's what we do on the push month. They're so heavy that I want you to put the weights down while we break in between your extreme set. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Make this our best.
Come on, baby. 3 reps, that's all I ask. 3 reps, push that hip out. Get extreme, go down slow, abs in tight. Your mind is nowhere except the outer hip. What do you want those outer thighs to look like? Imagine that you are at your class reunion.
One more, you guys.
Walking away from a group of your high school friends in a bikini. How's that for motivation? Oh, woo, and they say, she must be doing some bowling lunges. All right, put those weights down carefully. Please be sure to write down in your guidebook how heavy you went, and we're gonna move on. Now, we're gonna use a double row. On the double row, again, you can go quite heavy. I only need you to do 6. If you can only do 6, that's great. 8 is fantastic too. I'm gonna use 25 pounds. Okay, guys. Bend the knees to pick them up. Gotta remind you of that because we're lifting heavy weights. Gotta be careful of the back. Abs in, nice and tight. I like my feet shoulder width apart. How about you guys? Same?
Yes.
Same.
Okay. Abs in tight. Push your hips back. Chest is leaning forward slightly. Now row. Inhale. Exhale as you slowly bring them down. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. Do not shrug. Squeeze in. Release it slow. Good. Do it again. Squeeze in. Release it slow. Don't stop yet. Come on. Don't stop yet. Let's go. Squeeze in. Release slow. How's this weight?
Good.
That's good? Okay, because right now you're on your 5th rep. It should be getting really, really challenging. You have got to trust me that if it's not challenging, you've got to go heavier next month. Come on, Janelle, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Release them down away from your ears. The shoulder blades release, and then we squeeze together. Yep, come on, Donna. You can do it, girl. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. This is what gives you beautiful posture. Nice flat back and squeezing those shoulder blades together. Take a break, 10 seconds, and then we break it down. Get extreme, catch your breath. Okay, you ready?
We can do it.
I know we can. You're doing great. Proud of you. Let's do it together. Pick them
Let's
up,
go,
bend
you
the
guys.
knees.
Come on.
You ready, Tony?
Woo.
Give you a chance to sit up with that band. All right, bend forward, abs in, back flat, shoulders down away from your ears. Contract the abs. Think about your back. Here we go. Squeeze. Hold it. Release slow. 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 Good. Squeeze and flex the muscles as you pull the elbows together. Release slow, squeezing the shoulder blades toward your spine. I love what you're doing. The back is flat, your posture looks great, your abs are in tight. Relax the shoulders. Squeeze as you come down slowly. Woo! That is extreme. Okay, write down whatever you used. Make a note in your guidebook. Now we're moving on to the bench press. Now, we already did a chest fly, and you tend to be stronger with the bench press. So I'm going to use 22.5 pounds. And the equipment that I'm using, why I like it, especially for women, is because you have that half-pound range that you can use, where sometimes 25 is too heavy and 20 is too light. So the Select Techs allow me to go and use just a half pound, which is nice because I'm working up to doing 25. Okay, so a couple of things I want you to know. Before we do our breakdown set, you're going to just rest with your elbows up in this position, unless that's uncomfortable. If you put the weights down on your rest, I need you to sit up to pick them back up, okay? So we sit up to pick them up, then lay back. Now this is what I'm talking about. See how my elbows are just bracing the weights? This is so easy. I don't have any muscle. I'm just using leverage to hold them in place. Now turn the arms out. Good. And we're going to push all the way up to the sky, keeping the weights about 4 inches apart. Now inhale and slowly lower those weights. Good. Push up nice and slow, 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 slow. Breathe out. Inhale as you come down. Keep your head on the floor. Oh, back row, why are you going so fast? Slow it down. Enjoy the process of building muscle with me. There's only one reason why you would want to go faster, and that would be to cheat. And I'm here to monitor that. I'm watching you at home, too. I have installed hidden cameras all over your living room, and I'm going to know if you're going too fast. Push it up. Push it up. Are you with me?
Yeah, we are.
Bring it down super slow. This should be nearly impossible, but you're telling yourself, I am capable of amazing things. I have got amazing power, amazing strength, and I believe Shalene when she says, this is gonna make me lean. Push. Yes, come on, you can do it. Bring it down slow, slow, slow. Come on, push. I have got a goal of doing 25 pounds on my bench press next month, and I'm gonna reach it. Bring it down slow, slow. That's your 8th one. Now, this is where I rest, because I'm not using the muscle, they're just balancing above my arms. If you prefer to put your weights down, you can, but I need you to sit back up to pick them up so you don't hurt your shoulders. All right, if I talk for 10 seconds.
Let's do it. Let's do
You
it.
feel fully rested? Okay, babies, here we go. Push the weight up. Yes. Now listen to me. Flex the muscles as you slowly bring it down. You're not lowering the weights, you're flexing the muscles. There's a difference. Now flex the muscles up.
Oh, wow.
Change your mindset. Tell yourself you can do this. It's easy. You're strong. This is your last one. I know you can do it.
Let's go,
Push.
let's go.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Slow. Don't drop it. We're halfway down. We're halfway down. We're all the way down. Elbows in. Woo! Bring them in. And then lower them like hammers. And then you sit up. Good.
That was awesome.
Okay, hop up on your feet like it ain't no big deal. I'm not tired. Rack those weights. Good. Bend your knees to put them away. Always use your legs, not your back. Use your guidebook to make sure that next month you can go a little heavier than you did on this workout. Great job. Let's move on. Now, we're going to do another sumo squat, but this time it's a single leg, so I want you to go a little bit lighter. I'm going to use 25 pounds, bend the knees to pick those weights up, and we're going to take it out nice and wide. Now, single leg means you're going to isolate the right leg first. I want you to lift that toe up, bring your tailbone underneath you, shoulders down away from the ears. All the weight is in the right heel. Slide down the wall, shoulders stay up, squeeze on your way up. Now, you've got to make sure that your feet are wide enough apart. You see, I just adjusted because I felt that knee coming out over the toe. So I'm going to slide my left leg over so I can really isolate the right inner thigh. Bring it down slowly. Inhale. Now, as you come up, squeeze, 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 squeeze. How are we doing, Donna?
I'm doing great, Shalene.
Feel
I
it?
love this. Yes.
Diane, come on, squeeze. Let's go. Keep going. This is your 6th rep. This is great. So shoulders pulled back. This is the idea. As if you're sliding up and down a wall, really engaging the inner thighs, like pushing your hips forward as you come up. This is your last rep. Come on, Janelle, let's go. Push up, push up, push up. Push up. All the weights on one side. Focus there. Good. Awesome. Now wait for just a moment. 10 seconds. Then we break it down. That's how we get extreme.
Let's
All right.
go.
So pick them back up. Thank you for that energy. I appreciate it.
Here we go.
Same
Make it
leg.
good.
All your mind, all your energy, all the weight transferred to the right leg. Bring it down slow, slow, slow. Now, I want you to pretend the weights are suddenly 50 pounds heavier. Squeeze every muscle, fiber as you come up. Push your inner thighs forward. Good. Bring it down slow. Slow. All the weights on the right leg. Come on, push it up. Squeeze.
Yeah.
Squeeze.
Oh my gosh. One more.
Squeeze. Every ounce of energy, mental and physical, in the right inner thigh. Right now, push forward. Glutes and hamstrings are included in that set. Oh! Wow. Put him down for a second. I'll take a high
That
five
was
on
good.
that. That's good. Let's do the other leg. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Pick him up.
We don't have a choice.
Okay, guys. Turn your feet out. Okay, so now take a moment, because I really need you to focus all your energy on the left leg. Lift up your right heel. Pull your abs in, shoulders back against the wall. Slide down that wall. And now squeeze the inner thigh and push it forward. There's one. Wow. Should be tough. I mean, in the push month, everything's different. You're lifting so heavy that the very first rep, you're challenged. Squeeze. That's the 3rd one. Come on, down slow. Come up nice and slow. Squeeze. That's your 4th one. Keep going. Come on. How are we doing back there? You're doing great, Janelle. Woo! Right here. All inner thigh. This is how we target the thighs. We make them nice and strong. Push your hips forward. Forward. Squeeze here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. You can do it. Yeah, I can see that shake. You're getting quadriceps too. You're getting just the whole thigh exercise. You've got to push your hips forward. Push them forward. Nice job, guys. Take a little break. Catch your breath. You can put the weights down, but I don't want you to wait very long. Really, 10 seconds. The idea here is we exhaust the muscles, then we break them down. You ready?
We're ready.
Perfect.
Let's go.
Perfect.
Let's go to the zone.
Last sumo squats on the same leg. Okay, so here we go. Abs in tight. Everything's on the left leg. Bring it down slow. Your weights suddenly 50 pounds heavier. Squeeze, squeeze. Add your own resistance. Add more resistance than you're actually lifting. Ready? Engage the inner thigh. Squeeze all the way up. Oh. This is the last one. You can do it. Come on down. Come on down. Every muscle squeeze, 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 squeeze. Yeah. Nice. Okay. You can rack them, please. You know what I'm going to say. Use your guidebook. Write down the weights you're going to use. Now for this next exercise, we're going to do a double reverse grip row. So by reverse grip, look, my palms are going to face forward. Squeeze in and release down. Your palms face forward. The weights that I just used for the sumo squats, perfect for this exercise. I'm actually still going to use 25 pounds. And Tony, good. The heavy resistance, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You know I love the heavy weights. Come on, people. Let's go. Abs in tight. Back is flat. Now look at the heads of my weight are together. Back is flat. Don't round your back. Pull it up. Here we go. Squeeze, squeeze, release, down, slow. Your posture right now is everything. Squeeze. Release slow. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Love this.
Let's go. This is great. Tony, I got to come to you because your posture's amazing. Nice flat back. You can even lean forward a little bit. There we go. But see how she maintains that flat back? Is your back flat? Do you feel your back rounding a little bit? Like this? Lift your tailbone up. See how her tailbone is lifted? And the shoulders are here. The back is flat. That's everything. That's your 5th rep. Come on, baby. Come on, Skip. You can do this. Let's go. Squeeze. This is 7, and we're getting real. You're
good.
done. You're done, baby. That's failure, and it's a good thing. I want you to fail. Now, Janelle's almost there. Do you feel he could have done more? Okay. That's perfect. Fail at 8, you make me happy. We wait 10 seconds, and we do that breakdown. You can fail anywhere between 6 and 8.
Okay.
I just don't want you to get to 8 and feel like you could have done 3 or 4 more. And you didn't go heavy enough. I need you to really stick to this program and go heavy. Break it down, people. Let's go. Okay,
Let's do it.
Ready to. Abs in tight. Look alive. Come on. Flat backs. Perfect posture. Here we go. Squeeze. Now hold. Breathe through that. Don't hold your breath. Hold the muscle. Release the muscle slowly. Abs in very tight. You're breathing through the whole thing. Keep your wrists perfectly straight. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Don't let your wrist break even though you're lifting those heavy weights. Breathe, breathe, breathe.
One more.
Last one, your best one. Squeeze, hold. Now flex it down and breathe through it. Awesome. Okay. Please use your guidebook. Make a notation. So Skip, like you failed on that one on 6, so you might want to write the next time. You just barely made it to 6, so I would go a little bit lighter next week. Okay. Janelle, she made it to 8, but it looked, I have to be honest, it looked a little easy. She should probably go heavier next week. Okay, now we're going to do a long arm pullover. It only requires 1 weight. Love this exercise. I'm going to use a 20. And that's always just a point of reference. It doesn't mean that's what I'm expecting you to use. Every one of us has a different level of strength, and you have certain body parts that are stronger than others. So put the weight down first, then you lay back, pick the weight up. Okay, now in both hands, and I'm going to lace my fingers so that it's evenly distributed between my right and my left. Now straight arms going over the head, almost to touch the floor, but where I still have control. And now I'm going to pull it back up using lat and chest strength. Now, if you don't feel like you can stabilize a shoulder joint, then don't take the weight all the way back to the floor. I still have control of the shoulder joint. Come up nice and slow. Continue for me. Now, be careful when that weight is over your head. If you feel like it's too heavy, by all means, on this exercise in particular, go a little bit lighter. Don, I'm going to use you here for an example. So, she's moving slow, moving slow. I'm going to stop her just before. Do you still feel like you have shoulder control?
Yep.
Okay, I don't want you to go any lower than that. So,
Okay.
how many inches is that? Probably 4 inches from the floor. Don't go all the way to the floor. Stop just short of that. This is great. She's really using the lats and the chest muscles to pull it up. She's moving slowly. That's a 20-pound weight. This is an amazing body. That's the key. Heavy weights, people. You have 2 more, and I know you can do it. Come on. 2 more. Look at this. Tony
Let's go,
using
you
the
guys.
band. Excellent. So she's getting resistance as she pulls back. Now she's fighting that resistance. She's not letting the band do the work. She is fighting the band. She has total control. That's your last one. It's a beautiful one. Take a 10-second break. And then the best news of all is this is not only your last exercise, this is your last extreme. Are you ready? Okay, make it a good one. Make it a good one. Bring it up. Here we go, people.
Let's go, Shalene.
Come on now. First thing you want to do, stabilize the core, abs in tight. Second thing you want to do, focus on the muscle group that we're going to target. Here we go, chest and back. Inhale, stop before the weight gets all the way to the floor where you still have control and you still feel strong. Now bring it up slow, slow. I'm only halfway up. Okay, now we're all the way up on top of the forehead. Now exhale and bring it back slow, slow, slow. You should be only halfway down, only halfway down. Now 3/4, almost to the floor. Super slow, people. Super slow. Can you do one more? That's all I need. This is it. Enjoy it. Here we go. Back super slow. Super slow. Big smile on your face knowing you're done. Come on. Power.
So
Get
last one.
extreme.
Let's go.
Halfway up. Halfway up. Halfway up. All the way up. All the way up. Bring it in. Bring it down carefully. Lower the weight. Spring up onto your feet. Look alive. There you go. Exercise gives you energy. Never stay on that floor too long because you might not get back up, and I know you have things to do today. Okay, take your legs out nice and wide. How does that feel?
Great.
Doesn't it? That was an amazing workout, if I do say so myself. That was fantastic. Push it all the way over to the other side. Nothing gives you pride like overcoming something that's really tough. Knowing you came out of it on top, and you just did exactly that. Shift it over the opposite direction. Holy cow. I mean, hold this for a second and watch the right leg. See, I'm going to kind of change the position. I'm going to find just the right position of my right foot so I really feel an inner thigh stretch. A little different on everybody. Shift it all the way over the other side. Bring it down into a runner's lunge. Donna's going to stay up and show you how to modify that if you're pretty tight and you don't want to bring it down. This feels good to me, though. Wow, that's amazing. And this is the time when you really want to make sure you stretch. Don't skip the stretch at the end of your workout. It's how you're going to help minimize soreness. And bring that back leg in. I should probably mention, every time you change a month, like last month if you did the burn circuit, and this month you're doing push, you're going to experience some soreness, and that's okay. That's your body's way of saying, we're changing. We're putting muscle in your body. Soreness is okay. It usually will dissipate 24 to 48 hours, round your back up. I personally love being sore, and people are like, you work out all the time, you're sore? Well, of course. Of course I am, because I'm always changing things up. I know I don't want to plateau, so I'm always trying to change things up every 30 days. Round the back up, shift the weight all the way over the other side. Good. There's that inner thigh stretch. The other comment that I get when we do this really heavy month is that people will tell me, I cannot feed myself enough food. I'm so hungry. And that is because your metabolism is in overdrive right now. So more important than any other time, you have got to be eating every 2.5 to 3 hours. You know that. I am not the first person you've heard that from. You hear that in study after study. How many times do you have to hear it to believe it? I need you to eat every 2.5 to 3 hours. Do not starve yourself. Slide that back foot in. Now more than ever, your muscles need the proper fuel, and it's got to be healthy. I know sometimes life gets in the way. You're busy, you've got kids, or maybe you just have a busy career. You've got to plan a little bit, you know? Make sure you've got food you can grab and go. Things come up, you got to have a couple of raw almonds in a little tiny bag in your car. Those will last for a while. You don't have to worry about them going stale. Bring it in. round the back up. Tony, you've got to always be on the go with 7 kids. So what do? You just plan, right? You've got to plan ahead. You've got to have food that you can grab and go because you're going to be stuck picking up kids and you're like, it's been 3 hours, I need to eat. You better have something healthy on hand. Round it all the way up. I hope if someone doesn't tell you today, I'm going to tell you right now, you were amazing. Great job. Thanks for joining us. I'll see you tomorrow.